It's more likely than not for the first time. 55% of economists now think Greece will leave the euro. The Reuters poll shows how close a eurozone split is, with all its consequences known or otherwise. The Greek government must submit detailed reform plans within hours. Even the boss of the European Central Bank reportedly doubts Greece can avoid bankruptcy. Simon Derrick is chief market strategist at Bank of New York Mellon.
We've been in this crisis now for 5.5 years, and clearly we still have not resolved it. And I think that where we are right now is a point where Eurozone politicians and officials like Mr. Draghi have finally had enough.
The ECB has been keeping Greece's closed banks afloat, and even if there is a solution, it may not be business as usual when they do reopen. Serious sector reorganisation is expected, with stronger banks taking over weaker ones. That can either happen smoothly with ECB support or not.
Without that support, though, the only way they will survive is if the Bank of Greece is able to actually provide liquidity itself. Of course, it can only do that if it prints money, and it can only do that if we're on the way, albeit maybe indirectly, towards a proper Brexit.
Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras has been huddled with advisers since returning from Brussels. He knows he must include pension reforms and tax hikes in his proposal. And it could end up being tougher than the ones voters rejected in Sunday's referendum. Greek newspapers say the package is worth €12 billion. The last one was only €8 billion. The need for more follows 2 weeks of capital controls. The economy is now expected to shrink 3% instead of growing 0.5%.